In the divided city of Berlin, a big symbol of the Cold War stood up. The Berlin Wall, built in 1961, cut through the middle of the city, separating families, friends, and dreams. The wall was built by the communist regime of East Germany to stop the mass exodus of its citizens to the democratic West, where they had more freedom and opportunities. But in the late 1980s, something amazing happened. Desire for change and unity grew stronger among the people of East Germany, and the world would soon witness a historic event that would reshape history.
In the thousands, they are here in the tens of thousands. Occasionally they shout, Die Mauer muss weg, the wall must go. Thousands.
When interviewing my grandma, I had asked her what she had remembered from the fall of the Berlin Wall. She said she remembered watching the news and seeing the protests happening in East Germany. She said it was incredible to see the people fighting for their freedom. She also said she felt a connection to the struggle for freedom. She said struggling for her own independence and seeing people demanding their rights was something that she could connect to, and something that she understood.
Behind me stands a wall that encircles the free sectors of this city, part of a vast system of barriers that divides the entire continent of Europe. From the Baltic south, those barriers cut across Germany in a gash of barbed wire, concrete, dog runs, and guard towers. Farther south, there may be no visible, no obvious wall, but there remain armed guards and checkpoints all the same. Still a restriction on the right to travel. Still an instrument to impose upon ordinary men and women the will of a totalitarian state. Yet it is here in Berlin where the wall emerges most clearly. Here, cutting across your city, where the news photo and the television screen have imprinted this brutal division of a continent upon the mind of the world. Standing before the Brandenburg Gate, every man is a German, separated from his fellow men. Every man is a Berliner, forced to look upon a scar. President von Weizsäcker has said the German question is open as long as the Brandenburg Gate is closed. But today I say, as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind.
Ronald Reagan's speech about the fall of the Berlin Wall gave support and encouragement to the people who wanted freedom. It made people pay attention and understand why it's important to tear down the wall, and to help bring countries together to support the movement for freedom and reunification in Germany. On November 9, 1989, the Berlin Wall was broken. People were very happy as East Germans crossed the checkpoints, meeting their loved ones and entering a new time of freedom. The fall of the Berlin Wall also marked the end of the Soviet influence in Eastern Europe and sparked a series of revolutions that led to the collapse of the Soviet Union. It was a significant event that accelerated the end of the Cold War era.